Management 80 business planning laws. Law number 1, Patrick's Law, named after one of my Golden West students. Revenue certainty. The single most important thing in any business is your ability to create and sustain revenue certainty. Mucci's Law, which should give you, number 2, which should give you some idea how important Patrick's Law is at number 1. Intimate knowledge of the basic transaction. You shouldn't be in a business that you don't have an intimate knowledge of how the basic transaction works. John's Law. Don't mistake kindness and understanding for weakness. Many times, because people are kind and understanding, you take them to be weak, and then you find out the consequences of that when they take action that you weren't anticipating. McMullen's Law. Have an exit strategy. Before you start a business, decide what you're going to do with it. You're going to sell it, you're going to keep it, you're going to give it to your kids, or an exit strategy would be to not exit, just continue to operate the business. Micah's Law. A customer will pay the minimum amount to get their basic set of needs met. Very few people want to overpay for things to get their basic needs met. What they overpay for are nice to haves. Nice little Gucci logo here, something with Italian on it. They overpay for that because they want to be Italian, which is understandable. Bruce's Law. Organization that adapt have a strategic advantage. We talked about the critical thinking. As you constantly adapt to the changes in the marketplace, you have an advantage over your competitors. If somebody's selling the same donuts over and over and over again, and somebody opens up next door and they've got a donut that somebody else likes better, they all go over there, and if you don't adapt, you lose your business. Sean's Law. Highly reliable, cost-effective businesses. What you want to come up with is a way to be highly reliable but yet cost effective. And I want to make a key point. There's no correlation between your cost of operating and what the marketplace will pay you for your service. They are not linked. Price is what the market will bear and pay for the product. Cost is your efficiency. Bloch's Law, Peter Bloch, service over self-interest. I would argue that if you focus on the service of your customer first, your self-interest will be taken care of. Eddie's Law, one of my students from a couple of years ago, at the end of the semester, he said to me, coming into the class, he thought this was going to be really complicated, and he looked at me and he says, I didn't realize this isn't this complicated. It isn't. It's not that complicated. It's simple stuff. You just have to do it.